Good evening and welcome. You're watching the Explosive Exclusive. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Just a few minutes ago, the Congress started its Hum Tayyar Hain rally with an address by Rahul Gandhi. In election mode, the Congress today was supposed to kickstart its campaign for next year's Lok Sabha elections. One was expecting the top brass of the Grand Old Party to set the agenda for the 2024 hustings. As it thundered, Hain Tayyar Hum. It was the party's 139th foundation day, but then the first dampener came with the news that Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi will be giving the event a miss. And then when former Congress President Rahul Gandhi spoke, it seemed more like a rehashed speech than a fresh blueprint for the battle that lies ahead. The Gandhi scion, again, attacked the BJP and the RSS for their ideology, said the high command culture exists in the Saffron party, so much so that even their MPs are scared of speaking out. He repeated his attacks related to Agniveer and the state capture of institutions, and finally reiterated the caste census vow.
लोग सोचते हैं कि आजादी की लड़ाई सिर्फ अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ थी। नहीं, अंग्रेजों की लड़ाई अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ थी और राजा महाराजाओं के भी खिलाफ थी। राजाओं महाराजाओं की अंग्रेजों की पार्टनरशिप थी, उसके खिलाफ कांग्रेस पार्टी लड़ी थी। इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले आप यहां आते, हिंदुस्तान की जनता के कोई अधिकार नहीं थे। ये आरएसएस की विचारधारा है, ये हमने बदला है। उनकी विचारधारा राजाओं की विचारधारा है, किसी की सुननी नहीं। ऑर्डर ऊपर से आएगा, आपको ऑर्डर का पालन करना पड़ेगा। कांग्रेस पार्टी में आवाज नीचे से आती है। हमारा छोटा सा छोटा कार्यकर्ता हमारे किसी भी नेता को टोक सकता है।
The venue of this mega event also assumes significance as it is being held in Nagpur, where the RSS is headquartered, and also has the Diksha Bhumi, the historic place where Dr. B.R. Ambedkar embraced Buddhism. Congress says the party has chosen Nagpur for the rally to counter the RSS ideology that the Congress says spreads hate. And also, the Congress wants to promote the ideology of the architect of the Constitution, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, which is aligned with the Congress's own ideology. Basically saying that we have a Mohabbat Ki Dukan versus the hate politics of the RSS and the BJP.
नागपुर एक क्रांतिकारों की भूमि है। यहाँ दो है, एक प्रोग्रेसिव यानी प्रगति पर विचारधारा डॉक्टर अंबेडकर की है, और दूसरे तरफ हमारे पीछे आरएसएस का बंगला है। मोदी आरएसएस का झंडा लेके आगे जा रहे हैं, और ये जो संघ की सरकार है, अगर इसको नहीं रोक सके तो देश बर्बादी की ओर जाएगा और लोकतंत्र खत्म हो जाएगी। ऐसे चीजें कांग्रेस पार्टी ही कर सकती है, दूसरा कोई नहीं कर सकता। बाकी के लोग सिर्फ अपना संपत्ति कैसा बढ़ा लेना, संपत्ति को कैसा बचाना और संपत्ति को और 10 गुना करना, ये उनका काम है।
With the Congress going into election mode, announcing the Nyaya Yatra yesterday, and with their Foundation Day rally today, the BJP took a swipe at the Grand Old Party, posting a video on social media saying that instead of celebrations, today must be a day of repentance, apology, and introspection by the Congress Party.
It's amazing that the Congress Party comes up with the tagline Tayyar Hai Hum or Hai Tayyar Hum, talking about Mr. Rahul Gandhi taking the yatra and preparing for it when he himself was not there. Perhaps he's traveling abroad or somewhere on his vacation. But the fact of the matter is, how do you have preparation without the leader who has to lead it? So the Congress Party can keep launching, relaunching Mr. Rahul Gandhi. It is their prerogative. But the fact of the matter is the nation willing to accept another launch of Mr. Rahul Gandhi?
Anila Singh, spokesperson of the BJP, joins us along with Shujat Ali, spokesperson of the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee, and political analyst Pankaj Sharma. But I want to first go to Shekhar Iyer, senior journalist. Shekhar ji, did it seem a little bit like old wine in new bottle?
Well, it did, because Rahul Gandhi is a leader. He's a very courageous leader who does not care whether what he says makes an electoral impact or not. So if you are finding it that he's repeating the same thing after what he has said through the Bharat Jodo Yatra, through the campaign for the 3 states where the Congress did not do well, it doesn't matter to him because he is convinced of what he says. Though the voters may not be convinced, but I don't think he cares. So therefore, if you are finding him repeating everything that he has said before, one should not be surprised because he is convinced of what he says. Because
so are we to believe that the Congress has decided this is our agenda, elections be damned?
Yeah, I mean, it is not Congress has decided. It is Rahul's, conviction that these are the issues and what he speaks is the truth. And voters better appreciate this. Otherwise, I'll keep on saying this till they appreciate what I say and vote out the BJP. That is his conviction.
Okay, so
it is. Yeah, it is possible the other leaders. No, it is possible many in the Congress may not agree. But then he is one leader who does not care about the outcome.
Okay.
Does not care about what happens in the elections to the Congress party. Because he believes he must say what must be said, no matter what the electoral outcome is.
Okay, so Shujat Ali, then the Congress, I guess, will just have to live with it. Elections or no elections, results or whatever results, the courage of conviction is that Rahul Gandhi is going to stick to that same 4-point agenda, even if the voters don't care about it.
See, चुनावी जमहूरियत में कोई ना कोई जीतता है, कोई ना कोई हारता है, लेकिन हमारा ये ईमान है कि इस तरह तय की हैं मंजिलें हमने, गिर पड़े, गिरकर उठे, उठकर चले। हम बेइंतहा मुतमईन हैं, हमारा जो इंडीवर है भारत को जोड़ने का वो बहुत ही स्ट्रांग है। लोगों में एक एहसास पैदा हो गया है कि नफरत की सियासत को ख़त्म करना है। इसीलिए हम ये जो यात्रा शुरू कर रहे हैं, ये यात्रा समाजी, माशी और सियासी इंसाफ के लिए है और हमें यकीन है कि हम इस मामले में बहुत
अजीम चीज आपने बोली। पर आप गिर पड़े तो ठीक है, पर गिरे रहे नहीं होना चाहिए ना। यू कांट हैव द सेम मैसेज एंड एक्सपेक्ट अ डिफरेंट आउटकम।
तो वही तो,
हम गिर पड़े फिर उठे और फिर चले, वो तो ठीक है, पर गिर पड़े, गिरे रहे और वहीं पर लेट के वही बातें बोलते रहे तो फिर उससे आगे कैसे बढ़ेंगे आप?
देखिए, नहीं, आगे हम बढ़ रहे हैं। आपको 2024 में पता चलेगा कि हम किस कदर आगे बढ़े हैं। हम सरकार बना रहे हैं, हमें कोई शक व शुबा नहीं है, हमको कोई गैर यकीनी की बात नहीं है। हम 100% 100% हम सरकार बना रहे हैं और हमारी जो सरकार रहेगी वो हिंदुस्तान की सरकार रहेगी, इंसाफ की सरकार रहेगी, मोहब्बत की सरकार रहेगी और एक नया दौर हिंदुस्तान में शुरू होगा जहां पे किसी को भी खौफ नहीं होगा, डर नहीं होगा। एक गैर मामूली ताकत के साथ हमारा देश आगे बढ़ेगा।
मोहब्बत की आपने बात की है, so let me get in Anila Singh, and that again seemed to be the overarching theme, the dictatorship model of the BJP, Anila Singh, and the hate model of the RSS, which is why this was being done in Nagpur, as opposed to the Mohabbat Ki Dukan. You are only looking at electoral outcomes. The Congress is giving the larger message of what an ideal society needs to be, and they are fighting for it.
My Ram Ram to all. And I was very well listening to Congress party spokesperson, and he was talking about the Mohabbat Ki Dukan. One political party which is responsible for all sort of slaughters happened in our country is Congress party. If we start from 1947, how many people were killed? Lakhs and lakhs people were killed because Mr. Nehru and his party were not able to handle the situation properly, and our country, our India, our nation, Bharat, it was divided in two. One became Islamic Republic of Pakistan and Bharat. And Bharat was there, it was for the Hindus. And after 26 years, suddenly Ambedkar's constitution became secular. Because secular, sorry, it was not socialist and secular.
Anila Singh, let's talk about 2024. Come 2024, they are standing in Nagpur and saying, on the one hand is the RSS's ideology, on the other is the Congress. Let's talk about 2023.
Hold on, Padmaja, hold on. No. When you have, why should I talk about 2024? Why shouldn't I talk about 1947? Why shouldn't I talk about...
Because we have to fight elections based on what is happening in 2023.
All the killings happened in the south.
And also because ma'am, I have 10 minutes for a debate. If we start with 1947, we'll be sitting here for another 47
You
years.
are not having any role during that period.
Happened in Delhi, Mumbai, Bhiwandi, Hyderabad, Surat, Dhule, Aligarh riots, Deganga riots, Bharatpur riots, Muradabad riots. Why shouldn't I talk about them? I will talk about them. Because killings happened under the tenure of Congress party. Now they are talking about Mohabbat Ki Dukan, 100 चूहे खाकर बिल्ली चली हज को. RSS को बताते हैं कि ये दंगा फसाद कराते हैं.
शौकत शुजात
लाशों की सियासत बंद करिए.
हम जानते हैं कि मीरा का प्रेम क्या होता है, राधा का प्रेम क्या होता है, राष्ट्र का क्या प्रेम होता है.
इनके पास
दल है पर
पद्मजा इनके पास कोई प्रोग्राम नहीं है. इनके पास सिर्फ नफरत की दुकान है और ये देश को तोड़कर हिंदू मुस्लिम करके खबरस्तान शमशान घाट कहकर वोट लेना चाहते हैं. इनके पास कोई आइडियोलॉजी नहीं है, इनके पास कोई प्रोग्राम नहीं है. ये 1947 की बात करेंगे. 1947 में इनका कोई रोल नहीं था.
दंगे करा दो, मेरठ में दंगे करा दो, हाँ गुड़गांव में दंगे करा दो, बॉम्बे में दंगे करा दो. ये है आप लोगों की मोहब्बत.
Okay, let me bring in Shekhar Iyer again before I go to Pankaj Sharma. Shekhar Iyer, do you think that there is scope of this kind of idealism where the Congress leader is saying, I am appealing to people's human instincts? It may not be the most politically, appealing message, but I believe in democracy. I believe in the fact that youth are being shortchanged. I believe in the fact there's an atmosphere of fear, and that is the human values I am going to make into an election issue.
Padmaja, Rahul Gandhi is a different politician. I mean, if you ask him, he may say he's not even a politician. Because with whatever little interactions I've had with him a few years ago, Rahul Gandhi is convinced that his approach is the new way to approach politics, new way to approach governance. Now, many people in his party are not convinced, but he doesn't care. See, the whole problem is he is unaffected by the criticism of the way he is going about things. He doesn't hold any responsibility. He is not Congress president, but he wields a tremendous power, disproportionate to whatever the status it appears. So it is for the Congress party how they are going to deal with Rahul Gandhi's leadership. Because he is going to be there around, whether he is just a CWC member or not. Well, he is convinced that what he does is the real message, and he believes that eventually he will succeed. Now,
but is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that an idealistic thing or is that a foolhardy thing?
Well, if somebody is convinced, what I'm doing is right, no matter who else thinks what do you do with that person? I mean, you cannot do anything. That's where the Congress party is. Many people in the Congress know that the approach has to be different. But they are all chained by Rahul Gandhi's thoughts and beliefs. So today he talks about dictatorship in BJP. But what you are seeing in the Congress is what Rahul Gandhi believes is the Congress policy today. What Rahul Gandhi says is the Congress approach to the issues. That's all. I mean, that's a situation where the congressmen will have to decide whether this will give them electoral dividend or it will be about setting a narrative that for which there may not be many takers.
Pankaj Sharma?
See, the only time most people think about injustice is when it happens to them. Since people like Shekhar Iyer Sahab, living in their cozy comforts, they do not realize how much pain and agony 80 crore poor citizens of this country are feeling, who are under a curse during the current regime to live their lives depending on the free ration. So how much distressed are millions of unemployed youth, how miserable the people feel while fighting against all the odds without any assistance from the government. In such a circumstances, if Rahul Gandhi is saying all these things, what is wrong in that? And for some political parties, elections are the only thing. But is a political party an election machinery only? It doesn't have any social obligations.
I mean, I don't
Congress
know.
is
So
different
Congress
than
has to
BJP.
take that decision. Like Shekhar Iyer said, Congress has to decide, is it an amnesty 2.0 or does it want to win an election? Because then the objectives are very different. You want to be a social organization with a social messaging, then that's great. Then the yatra is great, the rally is great, there is a larger Mohabbat Ki Dukan message. All of it is lovely. But do you want to win elections or not?
It should be a mix of both. You know, the social obligations are necessary for a political party. What is politics all about? What politics is for the society.
Yeah, and politics is
not
also
just
about winning
forming the
elections.
government.
Because you can do what you want for society when you win an election.
Yes, but BJP, even if they don't win an election, they form the governments by hook and crook. So only forming the government should not be the motto of a political party. It has greater obligations than this.
Okay,
Winning
given.
elections.
Let me rephrase my question.
Is an important
Let me
thing.
rephrase my question. Do you think the message that was given today by Mr. Gandhi and Mr. Khaake is going to win you any election? It may get you some human rights awards, but is it going to win you any election?
What is the message? What is the message?
It's the same message. It's the same message. Caste census, Agniveer, BJP is a dictatorship, RSS is crushing democracy. These are messages that he's been given since 2014 and it hasn't gotten him any political dividends. Same.
All these are facts. All these are facts, and these facts have to be repeated.
But the
If
people of
misery
India
the
disagree.
poor-
People of India disagree.
No, they don't disagree.
At least
They don't
electorally
disagree.
they disagree.
No, they don't disagree. Ruling dispensation is hell-bent on not providing any space for discussion on parliamentary forums. See, if the misery of the poor be caused not by the laws of nature, but by our institutions, by our government, then greater is our sin. And we all are witnessing how all our constitutional institutions have been crushed so badly that they are not in a position to play their fundamentally assigned roles.
Okay,
So
Anila
if
Singh,
in this
ultimately
situation,
people
if
will
you
wake
make
up to the
aware
reality
people-
of the BJP, wo subah kabhi to aayegi.
It is so unfortunate that such a senior journalist is talking in such a biased manner. He is saying that all the institutes are crushed. There is no democracy left. Only the dictatorship is there. So let me ask him, can you quote me one example where you see that all the institutes are crushed? And if you say that there is no democracy, then how elections are happening? How people are electing Bharatiya Janata Party? How can you say that there is no democracy? The reality is that Congress Party is standing nowhere in front of Bharatiya Janata Party, and we have got very strong leadership. And Congress doesn't have a strong leadership. Rather, Congress has a very, very, very confused leadership. So they do not have any work. They keep on attacking Modi ji. They keep on praying that Modi should die. Modi teri kabr khudegi, and n number of abuses they keep on throwing on Modi ji. This is what Congress Party is busy, and we are here to contest
Anila ji,
elections,
you don't
to
have a
win,
strong
to
leadership.
form the government and do good
Anila
for
ji,
the
you
people.
don't have a
And this
strong
is what
leadership.
Modi.
Actually, you have a
This is
very
what
weak
Modi's government is.
leadership. But
I
yes,
did
you
not
have a
interject you,
ruthless-
sir.
you
And
have a
like one of
ruthless leadership.
And Mr. Pankaj also said that it is so unfortunate that 80 crore people, they are forced to live in misery. That is why ration is being provided to them. So let me tell you, sir, the majority of tenure in this nation was governed by the Congress Party. And this political party assured that people of this great nation, Bharat, should not progress. They should not have proper reach to the means.
Okay.
That is why poverty happened. And Mr. Modi has very well said that I am going to target only 4 castes. That is Garib, that is Kirsan, that is Yuva, that is Mahila.
Okay, so you've got your own message of the Vikas Sankalp Yatra of these 4 castes. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress have got a more humanistic approach talking about basic human values. Electorally, how have these panned out? That's something that we'll take a closer look at 8:30 tonight on India Upfront. I'll see you then. For the time being, all gentlemen and Anila Singh, thanks for joining.